Now, this should be a really good one. We got the Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. The Bills got embarrassed by the Miami Dolphins last week. If I didn't know any better, I would have told you that they threw that game intentionally because they took themselves to lose. They took the Dolphins to cover, and they took the Dolphins money line to put a little bit of bread in their homies' pockets, because that's the only way that I can justify the Bills' performance last week. There's no way in hell they had any business losing to Miami in the fashion that they did. And this is a great bounce back spot for Buffalo. They are a very good team when they're playing at home. They don't really lose a lot. And on top of that, you're going up against a Buccaneers defense that last time they went up against an explosive back like J-Mo Gibbs, he got off. He had 2 touchdowns. He was averaging 8 yards per carry and had 136 yards on the ground. So I expect for James Cook to replicate the performance that we saw from J-Mo Gibbs in that game a few weeks ago, because he's a similar back to what J-Mo Gibbs is. Now, he's not as fast as what J-Mo is, but he's not too far away. And the Bills' 3 losses have all occurred when James Cook has had under 100 yards rushing. And they don't really have a lot of talent at wide receiver. So you got to get the ball in James Cook's hands. He's second in the league in rushing yards. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry. And he also has 7 touchdowns. And he's also a really good back as well. So I'm not really comprehending why they're not getting him more involved in the passing game. But with the amount of injuries that the Buccaneers have on their defense, now the Bills have some injuries also. We'll get into that a little bit later. This should be a bounce back game for Buffalo. Now, Todd Bowles, he likes to send a lot of pressure. He's pretty good when it comes to picking his spots, when to blitz, when to send extra guys. Josh Allen, though, when he went up against the Atlanta Falcons a few weeks ago, they had a similar game plan. They just blitzed the hell out of him. And he has a tendency to hold the ball a lot longer than what he should because he's trying to make big plays happen. And sometimes that can get Josh Allen a little bit of a bind. Going up against this Buccaneers defense, they know that Josh Allen is going to try to make extra plays. And that's when that defense is going to try to swipe at the ball, try to force those turnovers. And that's when the Bills get into a hole. They need Josh Allen to play a clean game because you don't want to give Baker Mayfield any extra possessions considering the amount of injuries that you also have on the defense side of football, which includes you being down your 2 starting defensive tackles. Now, the good thing is the Buccaneers had to win this game on the arm of Baker Mayfield because their run game hasn't been that good with the absence of Bucky Irvin. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, JT, the Bills' run defense is atrocious. Yes, the Bills' run defense isn't good. We all know that, but they just haven't had a lot of efficiency running the football enough to give you confidence that they can take advantage of a lackluster run defense in Buffalo. And the Buffalo Bills have showed us that they get up to play against good competition. Yes, they have played down to inferior teams this year, but when their back is against the wall and you put them in a corner, they're going to push back. And the Buccaneers need more from Baker Mayfield than the Bills do for Josh Allen. The Bills are going to be able to run the football because of how good James Cook is. Right now, the Buccaneers, they're going with Rashad White, Sean Tucker, and neither one of those guys are really doing enough to really make the ground game a serious threat for Buffalo. Now, I'm not saying that Baker Mayfield isn't going to go off. Baker Mayfield is one of those ones. He's a dog, too. He's going to get his. This is going to be a back-and-forth game. I expect about 3-4 lead changes, and it probably comes down to whoever gets the ball last. But give me Buffalo, though. They are 4-1 at home this season. They also are pretty good against the spread at home as well. Now, the Buccaneers are 4-1 on the road against the spread. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers to cover, but I'm going to take the Bills to win outright 28-27. It comes down to a field goal. Whoever gets the final possession is going to be the team that wins this game. I think it's going to be Josh Allen. So give me the Bills.